Alrighty, welcome to episode 43 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. I'm here with Brooke Taute, Kristen Taute, and Bill Seach.
You weren't supposed to say my name, remember? I was
we already did. You're the fourth Taute to be announced on the podcast.
Okay.
Fourth,
right.
yeah. It was
Hunter.
No.
Rick, the captain never showed.
I know, I want him to. But
else?
We're going to hop right into it. Back to school, college time. Long ago, you were the very first one to go to college.
First is always the best.
Actually, she was the second, but...
Well,
wait, what?
We have an older sister.
Jody Doty.
I thought you were older than Jody.
No, Rob.
Are you
no,
kidding?
not
You're
like based
kidding.
Are
on
you kidding
looks.
me? Hunter thought I was 32.
You're dead lying. Did you really think I was older than Jody?
I didn't really think about it.
Bill, you're fine.
You well, no, because
like the older sister.
Yeah, you do.
You act
but then again, like you you have
Deer
older
in the headlights.
you
Did
have
see
an
it?
older kid, so it made
3
sense.
minutes.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Oh, well, okay, I guess if you think about it that way, but I'm much younger, spirited, looking. Come on. Let's be honest.
Lesbian.
Okay, so the first one, though, she went, and it was like sort of there was some mishap there. She got thrown out of the first
You can't
college.
talk about that stuff.
Why?
Because
You can talk about
she
it.
might be offended.
She's not offended.
No, she doesn't care.
Yeah,
just
She was
crazy.
sheltered. Then she got a little crazy.
Well, it all starts with Poppy. I mean, our dad, right?
Yeah.
She was the firstborn, so she was the one who had to follow the rules and do,
Yeah.
Wasn't allowed to do anything.
Well, see, that's kind of backwards in some situations because I knew someone that was like the third child, and that became the one that was very like watched over. Like the first kid was like wild, second one still wild, third one was
Who are we referring to? Initials is good.
GK.
Oh. And she probably is watching.
You all met her.
Well,
no,
in
probably
our
not,
family, no question. First of all, just like let everybody know this: middle children, most normal, balanced, well-adjusted, of which I am, and my husband is as well.
Yeah, because he's
Just
normal
saying.
and well balanced.
but he's so well balanced.
We're all normal, well-balanced, well-adjusted, can get along with pretty much anybody.
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Except each other.
Amen. So the first is like too uptight. Your parents are uptight. The last one, Billy over here, everyone's chill. Let him do whatever he wants. He's a boy. Blah blah. There you have it. They're
Blah,
like it's like
blah.
Jeff too, like Funkle.
Uncle.
Yeah,
Jeff
fun uncle.
Taute, what a beast.
He is a beast. So
Well, what about having 2 kids in your family?
Yeah.
Was Hunter more watched over or Brooke more watched over?
I think it's different when it's a boy and a girl because, like, the boy you probably would let have more freedom.
definitely.
Why is that?
Gender roles.
It's
No, you're
the stereotypical thing,
No,
right?
your
It
place.
is. I
guess.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not that it's right, but it is kind of like it's the old-fashioned way for sure.
Yeah.
But 2019, it's not really the
All
way
right.
it
So
should be.
we got off topic there a little bit, but
So
yes.
college, you had a college story. You were riding
Okay,
from the
so
small town.
This is it. This is when we're going to pay our tuition.
First day of college, right?
Well, no, this is not first day.
Going to pay your tuition, getting
Okay.
it stuck to you.
Okay. First of all, it was always a
Seriously.
big struggle to pay tuition in our house because dad, teacher, football coach. So it wasn't like write the check, like some of us are more privileged to do than others, right? So we had to drive because I think we probably waited till the last day to pay the tuition check. So we had to drive 2.5 hours in the car. So we got Mima, who's my mommy. Then we got Jody, I think my friend Val, and myself. And we're driving down, we're singing Ohio State fight songs, we're driving down the highway. So we had this carload of boys pull up next to us, and we're like, wow, they like really like us. So we're like looking cute, trying to pretend like we're having a great time. We looked over, and they hold up a sign that says flat tire. We started dying. We didn't even hear like the thumping. You know when you go, you hear thump, thump.
Once again, why you watch over boys less than you do girls, right? See how it all relates back?
Yeah. Another
Who
time.
changed the tire?
Oh, who knows? Some random stranger that probably stopped to help us because Jody Doty wasn't there, no. So the oldest, our
Clavin.
oldest sister
That's
can
Cliff
do,
Clavin.
also known as Cliff Clavin. She can do anything.
I thought you said Jody was there.
You did say that.
You did say that.
Forgot. I'm so old, I forgot. I don't know. Can't remember if she was there or not. I bet she wasn't there.
Maybe not. Maybe all
else
seniors
would
or
she
whatever
be?
going to college.
And no, because she still was in college then. She was.
Oh wait, yeah, she was older.
She
so
was
no,
still
she
struggling
wouldn't be
at
there with
KSU.
KSU, yeah.
you. What's KSU?
Kent State.
University.
She went to Kent State
1 year.
with the captain.
Yep.
They
The
were-
captain
they were
did know
roommates.
her.
What was the House of Pain? Was that on OSU's campus or whatever?
That's called House of Sin. That was called
Oh,
House of Sin.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sin. Yeah, that was in.
What the hell is that?
You know where that was?
Never
I
heard of
think that road. No, Rick. When he graduated from college, he lived there with like 5 guys. It was a house that was going to be torn
North
down.
Road?
You got it right.
That was a
That's
shithole.
exactly
I remember that.
That's the House of Sin, man.
It
Didn't
was
even go in. I drove up. I ain't going in there.
the tubs when you would take a shower in the morning. The bathtubs, they'd come up. The water would like come up mid calf, and it never would go down. So if you got the first shower, you were lucky. After that, you had to stand in dirty water. Everyone else in dirty water. So gross.
That's a great story.
All right, that's all I got for you. I got no more stories. I got
All
the
right.
flat tire story. That was a pretty
Hey,
good one.
that was good. How was your freshman year in college?
Freshman year in college. Well, I hardly remember it because now, I'm really old and all.
Here we go
But
with the
it
old thing.
was really, it was really a great time. I mean, I think Ohio State was awesome, Moved into the dorm.
Well, that
I
was
had
it.
a roommate. I had 3 other roommates, and
You lived in North Campus? I don't even remember.
I did.
Live
I
in the
did.
tower?
No, actually, I
By-
lived in
by Little
Dracket.
Bar.
Dracket Tower, right across the street. Remember Tommy's Pizza was over
Yeah,
there?
it's still there.
Yeah. I think Dracket Tower
Is
still
that
there, too.
by Varsity Club?
Yes. Yep,
Yeah.
right by the varsity.
6-story building?
Yep.
They're reconstructing it right now.
Are they?
No,
Doing
she
something
didn't
then.
live there. It's Dracket
Oh.
Tower. It's on the south side of Lane, which is across the street by the basketball hoop and shit.
Yeah.
Yep. But they had 4 people in a small room. I remember that. Right?
Ugh.
The
And I
4 people
remember
rooms now
you
are
had 2
huge.
bunk beds? You had 2 bunk beds. Oh,
We
God.
had.
Oh,
Son of a
we'll
bitch.
figure it out.
What happened?
Connection stopped. Office place seems to have lost connection with your device, Bill.
We'll figure it out.
You might have to cut that out, huh? Pause.
No, we're not pausing. Keep it rolling.
Keep rolling, Brookie.
Keep rolling.
All right.
Brookie's not saying much.
Well,
I don't know
generational.
what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I might just tell you one more thing.
She might tell us.
I was going to tell you another story about my room and the roommates.
Let's hear it.
Let's go.
So,
with
you
it.
know how, like, when you go to college,
Did
right?
you know any of them?
Diane, I knew one.
Diane.
Diane.
We'll
Okay.
call her DH.
Right.
So she came
Or
with
just
me.
her
Diane.
name.
Yeah, what?
she just said her name.
Anyway, so my parents are going to come up to visit, right? So this is the thing. So they were going to come up to visit, but when you're a freshman, you just want to go out, right, the whole time.
Sure.
So my parents
Is that
drive
true,
all the
Brittany?
way,
Is that true?
3 years. 3 hours. They're coming up, right? So that night, I didn't meet them that night because I said, "Oh, too busy." Probably said I was studying, but I was going out. So the next morning, they come
Hey.
to the dorm.
And they didn't know.
Yeah. They come to the dorm. So my mom and dad both come up all the way up to our room. They come in. They walk into the back bedroom. They see 2 boys, not in my bed. There was like 4. There was bunk beds in there, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, and 2 girls. 2 of my roommates had boys in there. My dad, steam was coming out of his ears. He was so angry. He's like, "I am never coming here again." He goes flying up. I got there, I had like black mascara, like smeared down here. My hair was like all messed up. Here's Jody. She had like breakfast made for them. Oh,
That ain't working.
are we done? I'm done.
No.
Not telling any more stories.
No, just the TV's out.
Okay.
All right. So you went to OSU your freshman year too.
So that was. You didn't finish your story.
I did. Poppy never came back to our dorm again. He said he would never.
That's the fucking story.
Listen, I
Brooke,
like
tell us a good story about your freshman year.
Oh my gosh.
So Brooke's a sophomore at Indiana this year, leaving tomorrow, right? So this is
the reason we're here.
This is the drive-through from Boston.
Yeah.
And they stopped to visit. You gonna say something, or you just
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
yeah?
I'm trying to think of a story. I'm trying to think of a good one.
Well, I mean, did you like your roommate? Oh, you can't say that.
Oh, well, yeah, you can. Did you like your roommate? That's because it was a random roommate you did not know.
No, I did meet her. So I met her on a school app. And
But you didn't know her.
No.
Like, previously.
And this is like kind of not catfish, but her social media was definitely very different than she was in real life. She gave off a completely different vibe, and then I met her in person. We met her in person at orientation, and we were like,
Don't you say it.
we were like, uh-oh.
Here's the thing.
She didn't get along with the family very well. Not same upbringing.
Okay, here's the deal. They were really nice people, but she was just a little bit wild. That's all. Quite honestly, she was just a little bit more. She like when we met her. Like, what kid says this, right? Like, first of all, I think we better cut this part.
No, we're fine. We're fine. You were wrong.
She
You were
didn't say
wrong.
it. Mom said it. We bought like some sort of food, and we had like change, and she was like, "We gotta keep it for like a fifth of vodka."
We should like
for Christina.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, they're freshmen, they're 18 years old, and the mom is talking about getting them a handle and some vodka. I'm like,
she's a big girl. She can drink a whole handle in like 2
okay,
days.
but the point
What the
is
hell's
like
a handle?
Like
A handle, like a handle.
Like the whole bottle. She
All right, I'm
literally
48 years old.
You're
And I
old.
never heard
See,
it called a
that's 'cause
handle.
you're
It's
not-
kind of a,
that's what
it's
it's
a
called.
stupid term.
Okay,
It's a
by the way, they
handle.
all call it that.
No.
And all young people, I call it that because I'm young
the
and
red,
hip.
it
the red, white, and
24 ounce
blueberry
bottle?
Smirnoff. Oh my god, she's obsessed with it.
Really?
So,
The red,
First
white,
night,
and
she
blue.
pulled out like 5 bottles from underneath her bed.
so the
I was like,
point
whoa.
is that you take your kid to college. You know, like they're gonna probably try to drink a little bit, maybe a little bit of beer.
Maybe
you
a
don't
little bit
think
of
we should
beer.
give them some extra
First of
dough for
all,
some
the new
handles?
Four
But they're
Loko
all
that
drinking
came
high
out.
school, so there's no secret.
Brooke my kids really didn't drink that much in high school. You can ask Hunter or Brooke.
Our parents are pretty scary. It didn't happen.
We really, there was a little bit going on in our basement with Hunter at the end, like
But you need
when
to
he was
think
a
about
senior.
me. You've seen me drink. You think I could ever get away with drinking?
No,
No.
Brooke says, wait, what does she say? She says,
I'm chilling.
yeah, I'm chilling.
100%.
I'm 100% chilling right now.
I'm chilling. That's what you know Brookie said too much.
No, I mean, I don't think Bill drank when he was younger, but now he is. He's 18, right?
Well, he's going to college.
I mean, I think if you go to war, you can drink a beer, but
Do you?
I do.
Red, white,
that's a good
red, white, and
topic.
blue Smirnoffs.
yeah,
those are good.
that's what she likes.
I know.
That's
Well,
her drink of choice.
I don't know anyone who doesn't like those.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, back to the
I don't
girl.
like 'em.
She's fine. I don't think I like
She was fine, but she wanted to be like the roomie love. We didn't have that roomie love. We'd bring her out, and then all of a sudden, she'd be like, she's a little,
Talking to the microphone?
little taller than me, a little
I'm
bigger.
not really sure if we
She'd
should be
start
talking
dancing, but she'd kind of like shoulder you and like push you
Yeah,
around.
she's a big
so
body.
everyone would get pissed. And like first week of welcome
She's
week.
trying to mosh you.
Yeah. All right. Ready? Do you know who Diplo is? You probably do.
Diplo, no.
We just saw him in Vegas, me and Hunter.
Okay. Yeah.
Diplo.
He's an EDM.
You don't know who,
he's
you
an
don't know who
EDM guy.
Diplo is?
So
Man, you're old.
he was
Diplo is.
he was the concert at the end of Welcome Week. So
Okay.
it is like a mosh pit style, and no one was having Christina. She was pushing everybody around. Everyone was like, "We need to leave her." I was like, "We can't leave her. She lives with me. We gotta keep her here."
You can never leave your friends. Never.
Yeah.
Never. You
Yeah.
always got to keep
She's
an
going
eye.
to see this and be like looking in your window this week.
I know. We're going to need to cut this whole part out.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
even kidding. We're going to have to do some slicing of the tape, okay? Just
Of
saying.
course, of course.
We
By
have
the
to-
way, I have a really good friend, really good friend.
Oh,
That
no.
Billy, my lovely brother,
Oh, slow down.
I know he's like, where's this going?
Seriously.
No, guess what? This is about keeping an eye on a friend, okay? She never forgave you for this.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She fell down on the street in a ditch, and you did not help her. That's the truth.
When was this?
She never ever
I wish I
forgave you.
knew. Who the fuck are you even talking about?
I'm going to say 2 initials. Don't say the name.
Who would this?
VK. From
Well, yeah, when did she fall in a ditch? And when would I ever been near her?
No, wait, because she saw you at the bar, so she thought you knew she was that drunk, and so she.
Oh, I should carry her home.
Yeah, I think.
Good fucking chance with that one.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, she played guard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
BGH, big game hunting.
Yeah, so I don't remember anybody falling in a ditch, first of all.
I mean, I think she made it more dramatic by saying it was a ditch, but then, like, the police found her, like, laying down on the ground. But she knew that you were there. So, I mean, again, it's all stupid. So,
Listen,
That's not his fault.
90% of girls you go help, but there's some girls like.
Well, no.
well,
Oh,
I don't
these
think he even
tackles.
knew that she left or anything, but, like, for some reason, because she, like, knew you and, like, she was my roommate for a long time, like, she, you know, she thought you probably had an eye on her, but.
But if you had a, like, I never even knew that even happened.
No,
Right.
I know.
So how would you know?
Yeah.
Just saying. Anyway, so then that brings us to Brookie's boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Oh, that does bring us to Boogie's
I
boyfriend.
think it's a nice transition.
There's a new boyfriend?
No.
No. The other, well, let's start with the first one because that's a funny story. When we were playing cards with our cousin Brandon,
Oh, yeah.
and we were playing, and Brandon, he ain't the best at cards, but he's okay, I guess.
He's
And,
pretty good.
He's winning big. He won. He beat us all.
Well, we were playing for $5, if you remember.
Was I playing? Was I there or not? Was I there?
I don't think so. I think it was like all
Jody
the cousins.
in the car. Was I there?
No,
I don't
I
think
think
I
You
was.
were
I don't know.
I think it was all the cousins, Brian, and Uncle Billy.
I think
And
I went to
Hunter.
bed. I think
For $5.
$5.
Okay.
And Brian lost and said, I ain't paying.
Brandon was pissed.
Brandon wanted to get his knife out. He slice him in the Achilles.
And Brian has tons of cash.
I know.
Like
Brian,
tons.
he's a beast.
That's why Brookie liked him for a long time. He took her to every sporting event.
Brookie, did you use Brian?
No, I don't use Brian.
No, she really,
It was a
really
nice
did like
perk.
him.
He
He
took
is
him to Florida.
I did, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took her to every Patriot game, the playoffs, the Bruins, the
Maybe
Red
I need
Sox.
to like Brian.
They were bored.
I'm still
Maybe-
waiting on them Steeler tickets. We never got.
They were bored one day, and Brooke's like, Brian, call your dad and see if we can get some Red Sox tickets. So they did.
No, we were driving to go shop in the city, and we saw there was a game, and then he calls his dad within 5 minutes. We had third baseline, first row.
Wow.
It was pretty sweet.
He's had some good hookups.
He's got the power.
Concert tickets right on the floor, about 5 rows back.
Well, once again, I asked for those too, but that never happened.
Well,
Fuck. Big Bill's coming. No tickets for you.
you buy your own. Sit up in
That's
the.
right. Sit in fucking peanut head. Fucking watch from outside.
Watch her outside.
You can hear it.
All right, so that was Brian.
Yeah.
And things, they fizzled out with him. But then
Then the college man came
at
in.
Indiana, a big college
Oh,
guy came in.
Indiana. Na, 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 na.
Parker.
You don't even know the words. Why are you going to sing it?
just
I
thought
don't
it
know
was
him
a-
either.
Parker's
Kinda
go-to
goes like
fit,
that.
the T-shirt with the flannel.
Parker was. Speaking of T-shirts.
You're right.
Look at your T-shirts today.
Yeah.
Huh?
Consistent genius,
Look at
yeah.
that.
Buy into it. You could buy these. You too can have one. How much?
$20.
$20.
And you get him a
$3
wristband
wristband.
for
Yeah.
$3.
Does
There
it
you
come
go.
with it?
$3 make you
No!
hollow.
If you order now, they both come
I think
together.
the first 5. I
For
think
$23.
I
Yeah.
think first 5 sales, they get a free bracelet. You
Yeah.
should. You gotta. Women like a deal. You throw
Gotta
in the
draw them
bracelet.
in with something
I know.
for free.
Trust
Women
me.
could see something like 5% off, $10,000. They would be like, that's a
perfect.
great deal.
If we think it's a deal, we're
Seriously.
buying it. That's all there's to it. Just like these purses we got.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Tory
Tory
Burch.
Birch, Brooke.
How
Brooke
much?
worked there. Oh,
I got 60% off of stuff that was already
60%
half
off.
off.
with the wallet.
You know it's marked up 100% first.
Oh,
With
it's
matching wallet.
100%.
That thing is-
100%. Bro.
100%, Brody.
We gotta get her a T-shirt that says 100%.
All right, so Parker comes around, and we're all bigger people in
Not
the family.
Peter Parker. Let's get this straight.
Yeah, this ain't no Peter.
It's not Spider-Man.
That's right. No, he is not Spider-Man.
No.
So we're all bigger people, and Parker.
He is
walks-
Spider-Man size though. Don't you think he's like sort of?
Yeah.
Very agile.
He's like
Jump up.
squirrely and like
Yeah,
you can see him like he's
squirrely.
climb up a wall. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Parker walks in the door, and I thought to myself,
Meemaw wants to know if she can watch the podcast on her phone.
She wants to be here. We should invite Mima.
Right now.
I
She's
know.
funny.
You guys took her home and said, "Get out."
We kicked her.
She's a dinner date. She gotta come out later.
That's right. Billy's buying us dinner
Are
for
we
the
all going to dinner?
podcast.
Where
Yeah.
we going?
Remember?
Somewhere good.
McDonald's.
No,
Yeah,
outside. I wanna
McDonald's.
definitely need to sit outside. 100%. 100%.
100% need to be outdoors.
Okay, so
Fine
let's
chance.
meanwhile.
Okay, enough. Sparker walks in the door. I think to myself, "Where's the rest of them?" You know.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, good boy.
Yeah. So I mean, he was nice to keep around in case you ever needed to plug in the TV or anything.
Right. right.
I don't know.
Billy's withdrawn.
No, I was looking at the Jeep. Tom just got a Jeep.
Ah.
Tom and Tori. You met them at the party.
Okay. I think I met him.
You think
You
you just
did
know
know
what you're
that.
talking
You
about.
definitely met them.
He sits in the office right there. And Tori.
And Tori, his wife.
Did I meet her too?
Yeah.
Kristen was drunk off one drink.
No, I
She has
wasn't.
No idea
I
who
was-
these people are.
I was entertaining everybody. I was picking up stuff the whole time.
Decorating.
Entertaining.
Wow, you're such a good auntie.
And that's good.
I was working the crowd, helping everybody.
So, Brooke, back to the first trip to college. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what was your first experience that you remember most vividly? Like, you know, Kristen told us a story about riding in the car and getting a flat tire, but is there anything like that you remember?
I remember.
Remember. It's like a remember.
I mean, I remember Welcome Week was really fun. My first memory of college.
Tell us about Welcome Week. What happens at Welcome Week?
Okay, well, my first day of college, once they left me, this is what I remember.
Did you
My
cry?
floor, a little bit.
She did.
A little bit. And then once they left, I was like, all right, here we go. So my floor was 65 girls. And most of them are pretty good looking.
No
So,
boys?
No, it was all girls.
Okay.
And, like, there's probably, like, two that you wouldn't pick them out from the pile. But the
So they
rest
were
are
ugly.
they're okay. So we're all getting ready to go
Like a
out. The
6
whole
and a half.
floor is getting ready to go out. And, like,
All
Christina.
together?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So, like, everyone's picking each other's clothes. This one girl's doing my hair. The other girl's doing my makeup. And this other girl let me wear her Gucci belt the first night out.
Wow. So you already had a
Pretty good.
monopoly on everyone.
Yeah.
Wait a
Just
minute.
going around.
That's the whole story?
I mean, that's what my
Tell us
first
about
memory.
that night once you got out.
Huh?
When you got out, what happened?
Well, when you're a freshman, you don't know what you're doing. So you just kind of walk around, and all the freshmen are literally walking around. You're just trying to find somewhere to go.
Sounds like a fun campus.
Yeah.
You
so-
found a party, didn't
No,
you?
yeah, we found a party at the baseball house. If you're a girl, it's nice. It's free. If you're a guy, it's $5 cash everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Really sucks.
Not for you.
Yeah. I got
Well.
you know how Snapchat gives you like the year ago memories?
Yeah.
This was my year ago today is all of us at the house party.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. Wait till you see how many kids are in this little house.
Who's that?
Seriously.
Can you see it or no?
Can you
That's
see
a
it?
lot of kids.
You want to show your camera it? But yeah, no, it was disgusting. You'd walk in and you'd already start dripping sweat. I
Stick to the
left and
floor.
I was just
Imagine.
wet. It was gross. And that night it downpoured, so you're walking there and now you're soaked. And then you get there and everyone's touching each other and you're like, oh,
Nasty.
yeah.
Wow.
That's worse than the bubble party in Cancun.
You don't like that?
Have you been
I'm
there?
sure it was terrible.
No, I've never been
And
there.
Cancun has a bar that's bubbles.
It's like a foam party.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just they shoot all these, you know,
Bubbles.
bubbles in the room, and you're in there dancing, and everybody's sweating and bumping into you.
No, is that your spring break Cancun
One of
story?
them. Yeah. It was a lot of fun though.
How
I
about
thought they
Hunter?
have one in Boston somewhere, don't they?
I mean, foam parties like travel. Yeah.
Foam parties?
Foam.
Oh, they travel.
Yeah.
This was like their
It's like a
theme.
mosh pit with foam.
Yeah. Not. It wasn't
Sounds
foam
fun.
though. It was like bubble bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what foam is.
Yeah.
That is what foam is.
No, actually,
Hunter went
it's
to
not.
Cancun. He had some
Yeah,
stories.
he had a
Hunter has
great
some scary stories.
Hunter had a great
Cancun.
story when remember he was like in this big giant line. This was a funny story. And Hunter is a big boy, right? So like about let's just say like 6'2", 260 on a skinny day. Although he's skinny, he's pretty skinny
He is
now.
skinny
That's
now.
when he
His
was
legs are
like
tiny.
that's when he wasn't skinny. Like he was like playing football. And remember, he's like in line. There's like thousands of people in line, and they finally get up to the beginning of the line, and the bouncer goes, "No more people." So then somehow they've slipped him some money, So Hunter has like little smaller friends, and so they heaved themselves like over. They helped each other like over this big like giant fence. So then somehow Hunter gets up on the fence. He said he's standing there. He's like wobbling back and forth. And he sees this giant bouncer like this waiting for him to come down. He goes, I just jumped in the air. Because somehow he caught me. He
Probably killed the poor guy.
I know, he probably did.
Cancun was a Mexican guy.
He said it was a big dude, though. Somehow there was a big guy in there. And then it was like completely, there was so many people. It was some concert where they sold like.
No, it was some like
mosh pit.
Yeah,
It was
totally
some
a
party
mosh
where
pit.
like they sold way more tickets than they were supposed to. And Hunter said it was actually at like almost like fearful. Like,
Yeah,
you
he
had
said
to,
he
like,
was never more scared in his
Yeah,
life.
he's really scared. He said, and then their one friend started freaking out because I think he did something he shouldn't have done. So somehow they found some.
Remember, she said some Mexican was watching them. He was like,
You gotta watch it.
they're in Cancun.
Okay, so then his friend's like freaking out. He needs to get out of there, and so they find this Mexican to help them get out. Right? So he goes, I'm holding hands with the friend
His
and the
friend's
Mexican.
freaking out. Yeah.
He goes, he takes us down this elevator. They go down. He goes, then we get into this hall. We just start running down the hall. Because finally they get to the end. They see the light at the end of the tunnel. They get out and they go to the front. They somehow make it to the road. And the roads, they're all the cars, like ambulances everywhere. Like it is complete mayhem there, okay? Somehow they get in a cab. They don't know where they're going. Do you remember the story?
Yeah.
They're trying to like explain to them where they want to go.
The ocean.
And then that's the rest of the story. I don't remember.
I don't remember the rest of the story either.
No, it was like scary, like because they wanted to take him. They didn't want to take him back to their place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually really. Hunter said he was really scared. Actually.
Well, being in a third world country, yeah, it's different, you know.
It is. Cancun, though, fun place.
Yeah, well, it was okay. It wasn't that great. I mean,
I think Hunter's was that great.
well, it may have been. I mean,
It depends on who you're with. I think like if you meet like fun people to hang out with. I mean, it's all about like the people, really. You can go to the best place in the world if you're not with fun people. Forget it.
Forget it. So I was there with Larry and Jerry, and
What do you think their fun level is? Give
Larry
them.
No, they're fun. They're fun. So there was another group too. So we had 2 rooms, and I can't remember who it was to be honest with you. But the funny story from that week was there was this cabbie named Pepe. Okay, now Pepe, the cabs in Mexico are small. It was like I think it was like an Alliance or something. It was a small car. Okay, kind of comparable to a Honda Civic, if you will. Well, Pepe, whatever his name was, he was a short Mexican guy with real funny, like sporadic wild hair. Okay, but he was cool. So the first time we got in, I get in the front, those 2 get in the back because it's a small car. Right? And Pepe looks at me, he goes, "El Grande." I said, "Yeah, El Grande." So he was cool, but he was like a stoner Pepe too. So you could tell he was kind of high and funny and shit.
Yeah.
So what are the odds? Like 4 days later, guess who we get again?
Pepe.
And he goes, "El Grande, you're back!" It was hilarious because, of course, again, he was a stoner guy with funny hair. But
Yeah.
that was a good time. And that's the trip that I went to the phone party, Brookie.
Oh, yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
They used to call Hunter, like, what?
no, they did call him El Grande too.
White Castle.
When we went
No,
On the
to
basketball
we were in
court.
Mexico.
when we were in Mexico, they called Hunter. That's when he was big too.
Yeah.
Like kind of big.
No, he was in high school. We were younger.
We went zip lining, and so at the
In
end
Mexico.
of every zip, the Mexicans would wait at the end of the table like this.
But when Hunter would get on, they'd be like, El Grande. And
Like
they'd be like, 5 of them.
Like 5 of them would like run out there and be like, it's so funny.
You got to put that shit on YouTube.
It was funny. They'd be like, Andre, catch him. They didn't really say that part.
That part was a little
I don't think they
racist.
said it. Yes.
That was so racist.
And gay, too, the way they said it.
Well, I'm old, so
Yeah.
when you get old, you just say
She
whatever
keeps
you
saying
want.
I'm old.
Speaking of
Yeah, you
old,
should tell them the
took your
story
porn?
about Mima in Florida. When they're old and what they just say in the store.
Oh, jeez. You want me to?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to help or no?
No, it's okay. Unless you can't.
You say it. You just say it. Just say it. Say it.
Okay, so you know the little stores in Florida, the one near like our house.
Yeah, like sandals.
And the keys. Yeah,
Like
that's exactly
sandal
what
outlet.
Sandal outlet.
This
Yeah,
guy
it's
is
a good
like
story.
clearly is trying to buy a Salt Life shirt by himself, right?
Wait,
but
let's
he
just
wants a
get-
woman's like
he,
opinion.
He liked me. Let's just
I
be-
don't think so, but he like asked all of us
totally
if,
liked
if the
me.
shirt was
Just
good.
saying.
Like he didn't know if it was too big or too small, right? So then he comes back out later with a different shirt on, and Mima like looks at him.
She thinks he's good looking.
Yeah. So she was telling us this yesterday too. She was like, I thought it's a really good looking dude. So I was like, you look really, really good. And then she was like, I kind of sound a little weird. So then she was like, I'm a cougar.
This
dude.
This guy's like looking at her like she's 78. I mean, it's pretty funny.
He probably thought she was kidding. I mean,
Yeah, but I don't think she was.
It was,
kidding.
it was pretty funny.
It was really
Old
funny.
people can say whatever they want.
They fart.
get away
They
with
say
it.
whatever they want. They just do
they
everything
fart.
nonstop.
They drive however they want.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
wow.
hit things.
The car that you
It
brought here
runs.
has multiple holes in it.
Brookie's making me drive it. I'm like mortified. She's like,
It's fun.
oh, let's see
I
that.
mean, it works
Put the top
sometimes.
down, right?
Yeah, top is down under the tree out there.
Seriously, let's drive the convertible and park under the tree.
Should we tell the hit and run story?
So the the
No.
birds can
No.
shit in the car.
Oh.
Speaking of birds, every time we leave your house in the morning,
There's
There's like-
1,000 birds. That fucking guy feeds the birds. I know.
It's a nature preserve out there.
It
There's
is-
birds,
Which
there's
guy?
squirrels, there's chipmunks.
Next door neighbor.
Yesterday we walked out. There's a bunny and like 12 geese, and they didn't even
like
move.
right
Go out at
your-
night, there's a skunk.
in a whole like 5 flocks of birds fly out the minute you open the door.
I pulled up in my car the other day. I got out, slammed the door. Like 20 birds flew out of the bush.
I think we should go in there and take their nest and move it.
No, we
not
should
be-
There's
just-
not a
Go
nest
in
in
there.
there.
No, we should just take the cat and throw it out there and see how fast they fucking run.
Guess what that mean cat did when I
That
got home?
cat's psycho.
When that cat.
Okay, when I was gonna come here, I had something different on, but I wanted to wear my new shirt, so I had like a bib overall short thing on. So I was gonna go upstairs, so I start walking up, and the cat goes. so I go, Mima, come make the cat go away.
What do you
Mima
think she's
goes,
going to do to you?
She will
She
bite
made- she's made me bleed
she
before.
is mean. She's so mean.
Bad
so I
kitty.
made Mima
You
go
just tell
sit
her,
at the
"Shut
top of the steps next to her. Guess what she did when I walked by? She bit Mima. Swear to God.
Really?
True story.
Wow, true story.
Then I didn't know what
If
to
the
do on the
cat
way
bites
down.
me, it gets kicked as hard as I can.
Punt that cat across the room.
Punt that cat.
That cat is a danger to your guests.
She's watching. She's watching the house.
She's
their
an
protector.
attack
She is a
cat.
good security cat.
Better than Gemma.
I know. Our dog is
I like
funny.
Gemma. She's cool.
She's a good girl.
She's the nicest ever.
Do you remember when Billy was laying on the floor at your house when he was little? And Gemma was like
Probably
a
not.
puppy, so he fell asleep in front of the TV on the floor, and Gemma's just licking him. He's her. Smiling away.
By the way, that's a really, really, really scary thing. This is a really
Oh,
serious.
thing.
What?
It's a true story. 2 cases I read
If
now
you let
at
them
least.
lick
There's
you,
many.
your leg's gonna fall off.
Okay, first of all, it's called necrotizing fasciitis. It's really a true thing. So a guy in Ohio actually, and don't quote me, I'm not going to get every fact right. However, he let an animal, probably his dog, lick his legs.
Oh,
And-
sure he did.
He lost both of his limbs, legs and arms.
That's why I don't let dogs
Necrotizing
lick me.
fasciitis.
Yeah, but
Our
dogs,
dog loves to lick. Hunter and Brooke let them lick the toes. Who
Who
would do that?
doesn't?
that's fucking gross.
I would never do it.
He said, "Who doesn't?"
Oh,
Listen, licking toes.
It's the norm.
Elementary.
It's the norm.
You think it's from that?
it's true. It's 100% true.
What else is true?
Sounds
Hey,
like
tell them how
100%
much.
facts.
You said 2
Facts.
people have lost their legs?
At least 2. Anybody can fact check or Google. It's really true.
That's-
Necrotizing
Okay, well, that's
fasciitis.
2 out of 7.5 billion.
No, I'm not saying that, obviously you have to be susceptible, but
he just called out the statistics on you. 7.5 billion.
That's
you
right.
think so?
Chrissy's really good at statistics.
I'm sure.
How much percentage of your body fat or body weight do you think your head is?
8.
Chrissy, how much would you like to tell them
16.
you think it is?
Listen, I spout some wisdom. I have a few cocktails. I make up stuff all the time, especially statistics. I'll say
Isn't
like,
it 35%?
yeah, that's what I said.
35.
No way.
That's what I said.
35% your entire body is your head?
I think so.
I'll look it up.
Density wise, I don't
See,
know.
wait a minute. See how dumb that is? That's what I said too.
Weight-wise.
We're both
Density.
Think
dumb.
about it. How much do you weigh?
No, he's talking about because your
How much
skull.
do you weigh?
All right.
Women never tell their weight.
8% of the whole body mass.
That's what I said the first time.
Yeah, you were right the first time. Then you said
I like
35.
how you went down to my dumb.
And then you said 35.
My
But density wise, it might be different.
Dense.
Density.
Your arm is the dense part right there. Densest in your body.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
That's the smallest amount
Yeah.
of space with the most stuff in it.
Really? Put your hand by your head.
Do this.
That's the
Can you do
smallest
that?
I was able.
Look.
Nothing in it.
Who can do this? Rub your stomach when we do
You
that.
can't
Pat
do
your
it.
head. Yeah, I am. I'm doing it right now.
it.
She can't shake her shoulders.
Can you do this?
That's genetic. We should all
We're
be
getting
able to
away
do
from
it.
the topics here, guys.
All right. So speaking of old, I was going to say that earlier. We
By the
talked
way, I'm
about you
not
getting
really old. I'm not
So,
old at
yeah,
all.
we're not
I am
old,
not
we're not
old. I'm not
But
old.
two old people recently. Bernie Sanders was on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's a podcast. He used to be a UFC guy. Bernie Sanders might be the Democratic frontrunner. I don't know how up to date you guys are on that, but that's a very interesting listen if you want to listen to that Joe Rogan with Bernie Sanders. On top of
I
that,
did watch the Democratic debates. Not impressed by either one of them.
I think the biggest winner out of both those nights, Donald J. Trump, because they just don't have enough time to get any facts out, and they're all stupid, so it don't work.
They're not all stupid.
For the most
They're
part.
actually not all stupid at all. But the sad thing is like they have just like crazy ideas with like nothing to like back them up. That's all
I mean that's that Joe Rogan with Bernie Sanders. I'm telling you. I mean that was a good listen. I would listen to it. It was all right. Now another thing, old guy Epstein. He was involved in some shady dealings. Bill Clinton, the day after Epstein was arrested, put out a statement online. Bunch of stuff happens. He's in jail on suicide watch, and he kills himself. Lots of conspiracy theories around that. Hillary snuck in, got him. And you have another theory.
I think he has plenty of money.
I think
and
he's
I
go-
think
I
there's
think he's
definitely
long
Well,
something
he's dead
shady that
now.
went down.
And I think he's
Well,
long gone, and I think that was a fake body.
That's what you think.
That's what I think.
That's a fun theory.
I think that he has plenty of money and he paid them to not pay attention because he didn't want to live this life in prison. That's what I think.
So where do you think he is now?
Dead. I think he said, listen.
Oh, so you think he
Well, you
like
would
got like
rather
a cyanide pill or something?
No, like, because when you're on suicide watch, you're supposed to take precautions to make sure you don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks a lot, Brookie. See,
Thanks, Brookie.
Indiana.
No, no, but that's what she meant. Is that like
Brookie, what was
she
your
paid them to
GPA?
not watch? That was the point.
What was your funnest class?
My funnest
Guitar class. Guitar
I
class.
don't think fun is the word. Let's talk about
guitar
that.
class got dropped after the first class I was in. I'm sitting in the room with like 8 kids, right?
She takes her guitar
He's
all
like,
the way
what
from
is your guitar
Massachusetts.
experience? They all like 8 years, 5 years, 3 years. He comes to me, I was like, this is my first time holding a guitar.
She wanted
So,
it from Santa Claus.
First
and you got it for
class,
her?
they all have these nice guitars, dude. Mine's from Amazon for like $50.
That's not true.
And they're like, he starts to literally play on the first day. And they're all strumming it like perfectly. Mine's like ding. He just keeps looking at me like he's like he hates
Did he
me.
say, ma'am, you may want to take a lesson?
No, literally the entire class. He's just staring at me. I walked home. I dropped it on my way home, and then my
Yeah.
friend broke my guitar.
Who broke your guitar?
They did. Kaiden's really good at playing it. He's actually really good, and he just put it down one night and it just broke. Serious.
I don't like that. That really wasn't an
Here
Amazon.
goes 50.
No,
It wasn't.
no. It literally. I'm telling you. I watched him put it down, and the top of it literally snapped off.
It was your roommate probably sat on it one night or something.
I'm calling
Oh.
BS bullshit. No question.
Whoa.
Did your
Bye.
roommate play guard?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know
Center.
what she's up to anymore. Talk to her.
That's not nice.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
really
I'm still
nice.
friends with
She's
Larry.
fine.
Well, I only had her for half a year, remember?
Well, you're not friends with Jerry?
I played golf with Jerry last week.
You
funny
just said I'm
names are
so
Larry
friends
and
with Larry.
Jerry.
Larry was my freshman year roommate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Next topic.
I had to teach
While-
him how to
What
sit
is
by
it?
girls
was-
in class.
I
Who
think-
was Hunter's freshman year roommate?
I don't remember.
So the political speech isn't really good for this room, Bill, to be honest with you. But
Yeah,
you know.
I agree. I have no idea what you're talking
oh
about.
wait, just for the
I
record.
did watch I watched the stupid debate too.
Okay, wait. I watched the debates,
It was
and
more,
quite
it was
honestly,
so stupid.
so the first one is that Kamala Harris one, and I do think
Terrible.
that Elizabeth Warren did pretty well the second one. I mean,
I thought you
I don't like either
Elizabeth
one
Warren.
of them, but I don't like her. But I don't. I'm just saying, like honestly, when I think about it, is that really all the country can come up with? I'm not being mean.
It's
Just being
either going to
honest.
be Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden as the Democratic nominee.
By the way,
But Joe Biden's the one that has the most experience of all of them.
okay,
Well, he
but,
was
like,
the vice president.
Do you really think
Actually,
somebody-
Bernie Sanders has more experience because he's been in office for so long.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Let's be honest. Even the Democratic Party, even though like there's some of them are like radical and so far to the left, like there are a lot of Democrats that are still a little conservative, right? So they're not going to get on the Bernie Sanders wagon, in my opinion,
Right.
Yeah.
because he's just too.
I think his gun control, I listen to that podcast, and that's one of the things that holds him back so much. Especially he lives in, he's from Vermont, and a lot of his people even have guns, and that'll kill him in the end.
New Hampshire, live free or die.
Live free or die.
How about that?
Did you know that? What's the Ohio thing? Do you know?
I don't know.
What's the Massachusetts one?
Go Buckeyes.
Don't know, do you?
Go Buckeyes.
That probably is it. What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
What's,
Illinois.
What's the
Do you
Massachusetts
remember that Buckeye
slogan?
joke?
What?
He's like, you see that girl over there? She's a state representative in the 12th District of Ohio. And her brother played for the Buckeyes.
That's all it really matters.
That's all that matters in Ohio, right?
That's right.
And we're going into the Buckeye season. We got 16 days to the first game.
It's going to be crazy.
It
Well, I
is.
don't know about that.
Their openers.
Schedule's
like,
weak. Schedule's week. But,
Rick
Florida,
Taute would say
Florida Atlantic.
always the case.
well, the Big Ten. They said but the Big Ten was good in bowl games. And they
The
always are.
Massachusetts state slogan is
Slogan?
Yeah. No, motto.
You said
motto.
Logan. Stay
It's
Logan.
in Latin and it loosely translates to by the word we seek peace and by peace only under liberty.
Interesting. See if Ohio says go Bucks.
Go Buckeyes.
I bet it does.
Let's see, 1 second.
Well, there's no time for this.
No, there isn't. Let's talk about
Sorry.
something different.
Okay, May 19th,
It's- More with God, all things are possible.
What's May 19th?
the night we all sat and watched the final episode of Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do we think about that?
So let's go around the room. Brookie, what'd you think?
Not pleased.
Okay.
Not at all.
Chrissy, what'd you think?
Oh, well, I definitely think it's a gateway into the next series.
There's not a next series.
I bet there will be a
No,
spin-off.
there's going to be a spinoff for sure.
But the
Oh, shit.
directors were hired by Netflix.
Really.
I don't really think. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but
What-
it was a little teeny bit of a letdown, right?
What I
mean,
heard
kinda,
is that
but-
the whole last season, the reason why it was so kind of random is they ran out of books. The rest of the show was based off the Game of Thrones books.
Well, George R.R. Martin was involved in the process, and then he's writing 2 more books. But that'll take a while. That could be like 5 years until one of them comes out.
Yeah, like Star Wars.
just like J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling.
I feel like they led a lot
You
of
know.
the
Or Star
plot
Wars
and
is
then did nothing
1978,
with
right?
it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Remember you
Like,
I
had
think-
like the
that.
fact that Jon Snow is Targaryen, but then that was so relevant at
They
the
were
end.
taking like
Meant
steps
nothing.
like 1, 2, 3, and then like the last 2 episodes they went like woo and jumped like
How'd they go?
like, whoop.
because she like when they rang the bells she like snapped and killed the whole city. Like that was not cool.
That's
I thought
unnecessary.
if you wanted to like the actual like way I thought it was gonna end, I thought they were gonna put it behind them, marry each other, because then she would still be queen, he would be the king, and they would like
See, that would be like a happy
be a check
ending.
on each
that
other.
would be like a nice happy ending, but I don't
Yeah.
think they wanted that.
Well, how
Yeah.
about they
By the way,
both got
she's
off?
Well, they
not
didn't really
healthy.
have they didn't have a bad ending.
What do you mean? He went to prison and she was dead.
no. He was the king of the north.
Yeah, Beyond the Wall.
He went to jail.
No, he went
No,
to
he
King
went to
Beyond
the
the Wall,
north.
King of the Wildlings.
Yeah,
She died.
yeah,
She died, and
stabbed
Bran
her,
became
remember?
king.
Right.
yeah. Bronn, the wheelchair guy. So he was in a wheelchair, but then he was the king. So
I
kinda,
don't like that he's king.
Yeah, I didn't
So
really like that
relevant.
either. Because that's like the magic, and that's like
Well,
that's
he
an
came out of
unknown
nowhere.
thing. Yeah, it.
Yeah, the magic part should have been maybe left out of the whole thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With the
Well, yeah, a
Same with the
bit.
White
Chick
Walkers.
burning
Though. The
shit,
White
yeah.
Walkers were hyped up all 7 seasons, and then
yeah,
in one episode there's like,
Yeah.
and they whacked the Dothrakis. They whacked them all real quick.
yeah, but then
Yeah, and
And
I
then
actually
they
think
lost.
that was
Fight
like
scene,
too
too.
much of fighting in the last.
no, but the
episode,
whole
too.
fight scene they made it so dramatic that like around the characters that everyone loves about them like almost dying, and not a single one died.
Wait, the brother
One
died.
died.
The redhead. From
Yeah, but the
Iron Islands.
Dothrakis all went out there with the lights, and they all just
Dead.
got yeah. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, these 7 warriors are going to beat them all, right?
Yeah.
Or however many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And then I didn't like how the Lannisters, they both died from like
You
the
didn't like
rocks
that?
falling. I thought they should have been killed by someone. And earlier in the series, it said the woman would be killed by one of her younger brothers. Like that was like the prophecy, because the prophecy was that all 3 of her children would die, and then a younger brother would kill her.
No,
And
a
then-
brother.
A brother.
Well, that was her brother. Well,
No.
Well,
Ross.
the thing is, all
See,
of
it
her
would have been. They
children
should have
died.
had Jaime kill Cersei. That would have been.
Yeah. Or they had a moment where it's like Jaime is like hanging off a cliff. He has 2 arms. One is Tyrion, one is the girl, and he has to choose who he's going to drop to save the other. Make it a ultimatum.
That's deep.
That is deep.
And,
I
It's
didn't know.
not
I didn't know where you
really-
were going with that.
I
but-
thought the other thing you said before was like the dragon should have shot or put the fire on Jon Snow, but then he didn't melt, which
yeah.
meant he is the true king. You know what I mean? Because he
Yeah, so
Yeah,
when
that
he
would've been
stabs,
good.
yeah.
I did like that it burnt down the throne, though.
See,
Very symbolic.
it should have been in front of the people, like on the steps when they were like trying Jon Snow.
It should have been Jon and then the throne, and he survived while the throne.
well, the fire got him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been cool.
Shit, we should have wrote that shit.
I am
I
sure.
know, right?
True. I remember Hunter was really sad. Like we had the party. He was like,
He was pissed.
he's like, we're all gonna go home and like watch the end of Game of Thrones instead of like.
Rick was more mad because he had to wait on us. Remember? Like, what are you guys doing?
There's like 20 of us that want to watch it, and he's gonna start it without us.
Right.
Him and Poppy.
That's literally dad.
It is that. It is that. That's okay.
You should have seen him at dinner the other night.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh,
It was bad.
Well, you guys are laughing. What happened?
Seriously, you gonna leave us hanging?
I'm not certain we can tell
I'll
you.
tell you tomorrow.
Hey, put that word,
Well-
these 3 words, to be continued, on the screen.
Well, the beginning of the night, we're going out to dinner. We have like 3 of my friends, Hunter's new friend,
Oh,
Hey, Chrissy. and we all
Ah.
pregame before. And we get to the restaurant, there's a wait, and then there's happens to be a store next door, and they have a sale,
Shocker.
and they have cookies.
See, once again, the
Cookies.
sale.
Brookie loves
They have
cookies.
cookies, sale,
It was their
music.
10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like the it's the Flying Pan Gallery, right?
in Wellfleet.
So we put our
That's
name
it.
in, and then we go. The girls, Rick and Hunter, are parking the car. So we go next door.
We find $10 long sleeve nice T-shirts.
No, wait, $10.
$10.
Normally 25.
Did you get one?
We all bought one.
So I text the boys who wants one. I asked them if anybody wanted one. Nobody responds.
Yeah,
to
my
me.
phone must be broken.
Mine too.
Hey, we were in Wellfleet. I don't know what to say.
Hey.
Maybe it didn't work. I'm just saying. So then we after about 20 minutes, we go in
Probably
there.
longer.
Maybe. whatever.
Definitely longer.
We go into the Pearl, and it's jam-packed with people. And Rick Taute is standing there, and steam is like... his nostrils are flaring. Steam's coming out of his ears. He's like...
Because the
And
table's
Hunter's
ready.
like, oh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
He was pissed.
Because
He was
the table
so
was ready
angry.
and you weren't there.
No, the table
No.
wasn't ready yet.
No,
he was just
he
mad
said
that we
he
weren't
didn't know
there.
we weren't there. Okay, where could we have gone?
Right.
There's like a bar, which we weren't at.
What we need to do is get Rick Taute your location on the iPhone.
He and Hunter left their iPhones at the house, so they didn't even respond. Because when I said, "Do you want the shirt?" I'm like, "Well, I texted you guys."
Who
Oh,
leaves their
turned
phone?
off.
at the
So
house?
Hunter had a new chick there and left the iPhone at home on purpose.
Oh,
Yeah, it's funny
that's
how
so
these things work.
sneaky.
Okay, so the night continues. We're all having dinner, right? We're like wrapping up, and the fire alarm to the restaurant stops going off.
No way.
Okay,
And
not
at
for
first,
1 minute.
he's like laughing. He's like, "Remain calm," and then the fire alarm doesn't shut off. And all of a sudden, he's like, "What the fuck? What is happening?" He's like freaking out. He's yelling at the waiter.
10 minutes. 10 minutes that thing's going off. Now the Wellfleet Fire Department comes.
Oh,
All
jeez.
we want to do is pay our bill. Okay, mind you, we go in there like all the time. Like we
Right.
know the waiter. Like just give us our bill because we want to get out of here.
Right.
All right.
Give me the bill, get your 5% tip, and we'll be gone.
Oh yeah, he only gave him 15 because of that too.
Oh my.
And
He was pissed.
How about
What?
the guy in Florida?
Oh, we should tell that story.
Oh my
I forgot about that.
God.
He said you ordered buffalo wings. I'm like,
He said you ordered hot wings.
hot wing. I'm like, listen, dog. I ordered barbecue wings.
listen, dog.
That guy was.
That's Ron's brother.
Yeah, Ron. He's
And then
living in our house.
he said, I brought you Diet Coke because every time I come over, you guys just ask for stuff.
He hated you and spit in every food item, no question. Don't you think?
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Peyton thought she could relax him.
Let's don't say anything.
So what time you guys leaving tomorrow?
Oh.
I think at 7.
In the
I
morning?
heard Kane Brown's in concert somewhere close tomorrow. Somewhere, some fair. I
A
don't know.
concert?
Kane Brown? You know who Kane Brown is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could go to it.
It's,
You think it's between you and me?
We gotta move in.
What do you mean?
Is it? Kane Brown's not right there. I mean,
She did say between you and me, did she?
Yeah.
no. Is it between your house?
Yeah, wait,
and-
when's the Luke Bryan Field thing?
That is September 28th.
Are we going?
So
I'm going. Are you?
Can I come with you?
Yeah.
All right,
okay,
let's
guess
go.
what? So you know how you had a great
I'm
time
coming.
at that.
That was a good time.
Our friends did not have a good time.
No.
I saw them walking in.
They did not have a good time. Want to know why?
It was blurry at me at that point.
I know. Okay, the reason why they didn't have a good time because unlike you, who was like close, because you were at your friends, like really
They
close,
sat in
whatever,
traffic, didn't they?
Yeah.
for hours.
So, Brookie, I
Like-
do some pre-planning. I had a back way in
Okay.
and a party bus from my buddy's house to there.
Yeah.
With full of people. So it was pre-planned.
So I'm coming with you.
But I would. Well, I don't know. This one's on the east side, but yeah, you can come.
Okay.
Absolutely, and Bill can come too.
Well, you
Yeah,
have to
bro.
get the pre-plan going.
We got to make him start listen to Luke Bryan though. You know.
Yeah, listen to
Yeah.
Luke Bryan.
He's really good.
Dirt on my
He
boots.
listens to
Yeah.
Eminem.
I like Eminem.
I don't know why you like Eminem. No
So
one likes
good.
Eminem.
Everyone, he has more albums sold than anyone you know. So
I mean, he used
No,
to be
he
good back in the
doesn't.
day.
yes, he does.
In like 2000.
Name an artist.
Neil Diamond.
More sold.
Eminem was.
Neil
the
Diamond's been
name.
singing since the
Let me
70s.
look it up.
Look it up. Look that shit up, Bill.
Check. Fact check.
Hey, Bill, activate that shit. You guys don't know that story, do you?
No.
So Bill got those glasses, right?
Yeah. Are those real?
Oh, they're way better than those other glasses.
listen,
Remember those other ones?
yeah.
Looked like Hyde from
Well-
the '70s show.
So these are transitions, right? So Hunter was with us when we went to get them. And this Indian lady's behind it. Oh, I can't say Indian. This Indian lady's behind the counter, right? And I said, those are the transit. There's two. You get two pair. You buy one, you get one free, right?
Yeah.
So one of them I bought transition. So when you go in the sun, they change.
Just so
right?
everyone knows, Eminem sold more albums than any other artist last year.
I'm talking about total, dude.
I know,
Not
I'm looking,
last
I'm looking.
year. So back to my story. The Indian lady brings the glasses up, and I said, "Are those the transitions?" And she says, "Yes. Would you like me to activate them?" And I had no idea what she meant. So I said, "Activate that shit." And these two cracked up laughing, right?
Yeah.
And I start laughing, and she's like, "Did you just say that?"
Nobody, no. See, that's the thing. That's like us telling stories. Nobody probably thinks our stories are funny.
No, I think that was funny.
That's funny as hell. What do you mean?
That was pretty funny.
Just because I said it loud and, she wasn't ready for it.
It was
but,
pretty
She wasn't ready for it.
What are you doing, Bill?
I'm looking for how many sold.
All right. Let's wrap this up. We got to go to dinner.
No one cares.
Yeah.
It looked like 150 million. Neil Diamond had 130 from recent stats, not the most updated because
Neil
Eminem
Diamond's
put
been singing since the 70s.
Listen, I'm just telling you how it is.
Maybe the 60s.
Probably a long. Yeah, I bet the 60s.
Eminem, although he's a good artist, couldn't hold a jockstrap.
What's
More
your
albums
favorite
sold.
all-time song?
I don't really have one.
No.
But how about movies? You got a favorite movie? Huh? Do you?
I like movies, so no.
What's your favorite
Oh, you want to
movie?
know what my favorite movie is of all
What?
times? Grease. I wanted to be
Grease is
Sandra
good.
Dee.
You'll get the cornballs out of the kitchen for her, would you?
I wanted to be Sandy.
That was kind of like our growing up era. though.
Danny
It
Zuko.
was. It was so my day.
And she used to
It
make
was
me watch the
fun.
goddamn Brady Bunch.
Brady
after school.
Bunch.
Yeah, I loved the Brady Bunch, and I loved Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo.
I was scared of
Scoob-
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-
You were
Doo.
scared of Scooby-Doo?
I was little. Yeah, I was scared.
Scooby Doo was scary when
Scooby-Doo.
nobody else would get up in the morning and you'd watch it by yourself
Yeah.
downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
And then you know what was really really scary when Hunter was little? Goosebumps.
Never saw
Do you
that.
No,
remember?
those
I do
are those
remember
were
that.
scary.
Those weren't really
They're
scary, but I
oh, they
remember
were
them.
so scary.
I remember them being scary.
Hunter was really.
I used to be
afraid
so
of
afraid of Chucky too when I was little.
Were you afraid to get on the basement?
The basement does scare me still a little bit.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's scary down there when you're alone.
Why?
In our basement, in our
I
house
hate
now?
going in our basement.
Oh,
by
your
myself.
basement's terrible. It's dark down there.
Let's
He's
talk
afraid
about.
to go in his closet.
Wait
what are
a
you
minute.
talking about?
You don't
Let's
even have
talk
a
about
shower
the boy
curtain.
that doesn't have a shower curtain because he's afraid.
No, he don't go in there.
No, I don't use that shower. But
Why? Why don't you use
Why?
it? I almost
'Cause
bought you
the
a
other
just
horse
one's
don't.
today.
double the size.
Even, it was nicer.
Who
Yeah.
cares? He's normal size. That's fine.
Oh,
pretty big.
Big
You
shower.
ain't that big.
Don't lie. You're
big.
afraid of what will
No,
be
no,
behind the
'cause I
shower.
have a shower.
That was-
No, I don't do that anymore. I used to like move it when I was in there,
That's no question.
but I don't anymore.
You're
I'm
afraid
fine
of
now.
everything.
I'm fine now.
Remember, you wouldn't sleep away from people because you're afraid.
No,
No.
that's not true.
No, I'm fine now because like
He's afraid of the closet, though.
no, not anymore.
I think
Because at this point, I'm just like if something needs me, they can get me. You know, like
if something needs me.
if it's that time for a monster to get me, then it's that
Monster.
time.
Like a Sasquatch monster.
Yeah.
There's no
awesome.
monsters. Although, did you see that video of that thing that ran and jumped in the garbage can?
What?
Did I show that to you?
In the dark.
The two-legged thing. No, it's being chased by a dog. Have you seen it?
No.
No.
It was on Facebook like last week.
I'll go on Facebook.
So there's this two-legged thing that looked like Dobby from Harry Potter.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah,
This thing
it was
runs.
so sad
and
when he
there's,
died.
there's a husky chasing.
That
it.
was a very sad scene.
And it's in the streets in California. It runs and jumps in a garbage can, and the husky like walks by and like looks around, and the husky takes off that way, and the thing jumps back out and crosses the street. It's the weirdest thing. Looks like an alien.
You need to find it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Look it up. I bet you'll
Are
find
you
it.
gonna raid Area 51?
Oh, have you heard about that?
I don't know. Area 51.
Do you know what we're talking about though?
Area 51, yeah.
No, how like that's like a big thing
Yeah.
now. People raiding it.
People are idiots.
Yeah,
They're going to get shot.
they will.
Then again, we don't shoot people that illegally enter the country.
Right.
So
Let's not talk about that. That's politics.
And by the
That's
way,
political, Bill.
Have you?
The
Did,
only thing I
wait,
have
you
to
know what's
say-
funny? Speaking of raids, do you know what Lollapalooza is?
yeah.
Okay, at Lala, a bunch of kids raided and like jumped the fence to get in, and the only kid they stopped was a kid with a prosthetic leg. Messed up.
that's horrible.
It's on Barstool. You can really
That's
see it.
awful.
There's literally kids sprinting. The only kid they catch has one leg.
Oh.
It's so messed up. I would just let him go just cause. I was
Let
like,
it go. That's like when you shoot like the small like baby duck that's like not grown up all the way.
it's the one that's already
so-
wounded.
So mean.
Alrighty, that's the podcast. Thanks, Brookie. Thanks, Chrissy,
Thank you.
coming on.
It was a great
I
time.
know.
And for representing the T-shirts, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
sell some
Okay,
T-shirts?
remember you can have these T-shirts
For
They're beautiful.
$25, no,
Roll 'em up.
$20.
$20 and you get this free thing.
No. Wristband
First
23,
5 customers.
23.
No, he's jacking it up.
All right. We're going to cut it there. Thanks for
Cut it.
watching. See ya.